Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. This is a haul video. I guess you could probably guess that from this chaotic setup. I need to do this so that I can put these items away. Now, all of these items I thrifted when I was in Canmore recently, meeting up with Carol from Crinkled Path. So, well, that's not entirely true. I did thrift all of these items, but I will also show you a few books that I bought at an antique mall. Now, I normally like stopping in there when I'm in that part of the province. However, this was not a matter of want to or wouldn't it be great to? It was a matter of OMG, my eyes are closing. As I was driving, that's sort of at the further end of my journey, a 5-hour drive. So I needed to get out of the vehicle and walk around and wake up. So that's what I did there. And if you need that justification, feel free to use that excuse anytime you want to. Okay, let's begin. I picked up this cluster of flowers, 2, 4, 6 of them. They're fairly flat. They've got the little pearl strand, the fancy little stamen area, and I will just add this to my where I keep my flowers. So that was a bit of a no-brainer. Sequins, this package cost 50 cents. They're red. I have a little sorting type thing. Originally, I used to throw all my sequins into one jar, and that may look colorful and cute, but it's not that practical when you want to select, specific colors. So I'm back to separating colors. So again, this was the thrift store in Canmore. There is only one there, although they do have kind of a right next door is their sort of clothing and accessories. Sorry about all that. Clothing and accessories department. I have bought jewelry there in the past, but didn't even go in there this time. So I don't know, maybe Carol remembers how much time we actually spent there, but the three of us, went our separate ways, and we also did that $10 thrift challenge. And Carol posted a video because we did our sharing in a coffee shop there in town. Anyway, I love this because of the color, kind of in that rust family. And it looks like it is, if I can unfold this a bit, it's a little, well, it's like it is ribbon, I guess. I don't know, can you see that? It's got the little spaces, so it's somewhat similar to that ladder trim that most of us have seen, just on a different scale. This is going to be really quick because obviously you've seen yarn before, you've seen purple clothing tags before, and of course I gravitated to this because I thought the price was okay, and sometimes the best you can do is okay, and because of course the color. Okay, so I don't probably need to take them out of there. You can see style, size, and price with the little hole punched out in them. So I'll add these. I'll locate my other ones and add these to them. I picked up this roll of wallpaper border. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but it definitely looks vintage, and it is narrow enough. Oh, and look, Carol, I'm using the thing you gave me. This, oh, it's covering up a bit of my ruler here. This is just a hair over 5 inches. So you know my usual trick. I will unfold it, cut it into signature length pieces, and begin the flattening out process, which in itself is quite the task. I think I covered that in one of my how I prep my thrifted items. Oh, that tore. Oh, what kind of dumb tape did they use on this? Anyway, that will have to be worked around. It has kind of that country feel to it. So let me put that aside. Oh, I bought one of these, but only this is a corner rounder, but only after testing it. Now that's already a rounded corner, so it's probably not the best thing I could be using. This is the same style, same brand and style that I already use, but you can see that there's a difference in, are these Fiskars? Oh, they're the dreaded no-namers. Oh, Fiskars. Patent pending. So now I have the difference in size. I didn't really realize that the size was so much bigger, and not that that matters to me, but I did know that my original one, which was also thrifted, is starting to act up. So I didn't know if it was if it's beginning to fail kind of thing, or whatever, needs sharpening. Not so sure I've ever heard a good solution for sharpening punches. I think the foil trick doesn't really work. This is Easy Mask Painting Tape. Tested in inconspicuous area, blah, blah, blah. It is, I would say, 2 inches wide. Yes, 2 inches wide. And it does have a sticky, now is that all the way through? I guess it is. I've never had this before, but I thought it, I sometimes like using these kinds of rolls. What I mean by that is adding machine rolls, stabilizer, or interfacing rolls like for drapery headers or whatever comes on a roll, as a basis for making snippets. It just seems that the work is already done. Now, in this case, I could use it with the sticky side up, and that would help hold down whatever is, whatever I'm adhering. The other thing a person can do, of course, is also, stick it onto itself and get a bit of, oh, and it's removable too. Well, I guess it does have to come off. Double up the thickness of the thing. So I thought that was kind of handy. And I think many of us have seen and probably purchased the 12-inch or 10 or 12-inch sized one as well. Okay, I bought this ball of yarn. Now, Carol and I were together at that point, and yeah, I think she was a bit kind of shocked at some of the prices, but this is a pretty color. The weight seemed to be I shouldn't be doing that. The weight seemed to be pretty good, and the thickness. So again, this will come in handy for making dangles or tassels or even crocheting. So we'll leave that there. I will get this out of the way. Now this is a new roll of Hallmark gift wrap. Do they 2 yards? And it's brand new, and it's baby paper. So it's got these rocking horses, and it says, baby, sleep tight, dream pleasant dreams all through the night. So stars, music staff, lullaby baby, sleep tight. Oh, that's all the same verse. I just didn't read the whole thing. So this will go, I have laundry hampers. What else do I have? And taller wicker things that hold my rolls of wallpaper, gift wrap, brown paper, whatever, upright in them. And it doesn't take that, it's not that big a footprint on the floor, unless of course you have several of them, which I do. Bad girl, bad. What is this plastic stuff here? This is paid $1. Why do they always cover the important information with price tags? Okay, 100% cotton. Is that 75 yards? No, something 0.75. Anyway, 6 colors. Why is this? This is like paper twist, except it's plastic. Was this, that's probably the stuff you make those pom-pom flowers out of, for olden day wedding cars or parade floats. So let me get that off there. So this is what they're calling their primary package, I guess. And then there's another one. And this one is classic. So given that I packed a bag of slow stitching supplies for going on the cruise, this is not a bad way to bring a whole bunch of different colored fibers or different styles of fibers along. So knowing me, I would chop this down, make it a little smaller. But, if the colors were right, that's a good way to save a little time and save a little space in one's suitcase. Okay, let's keep going. Now, I paid $3 for this. Now, this looks to me like those little mirrored, let's just chop this open, like those little mirrored things that you find on Indian garments, on saris. So there's pink and mauve in here. Gray, black. Now some are bigger than others. Some are definitely bigger than others. So it looks like, it's a silver sequin, and then they glue this little crocheted ring. Well, let's do one that isn't. So isn't that clever? Well, number one, I'll never be able to crochet anything that small. And number two, look at all the cool colors. And number three, I'm long overdue for doing a boho project. So these will come in handy for sure. And it's nice that, for those few dollars, I got several colors. I will have to, you know, sort through this a little better at a later date. Okay, this was $1. I should have probably tried to save some time by removing some of this tape ahead of time. I guess this is a shoplifting, anti-theft device. Maybe I can open it. Okay, so here are mirrored, no, not mirrored, flat back heart, pink heart. I don't need to take that out. You can imagine a heart, a pink heart. What are these little guys? Oh, and these are like clear little stones, flat backs. Then in here are those sorts of, not charms exactly, but you know, they have the big hole in them to go on a bracelet. So there's an elephant, a heart with wings, a happy face, another style of heart, a sunshine, a flower, I guess, a padlock, starfish, teddy bear, and that's another little happy face. So those obviously could be strung on, you know, thicker cord and used as part of a dangle as well. These are little charms. It says American traditional designs. So these are metal. Girl talk, a phone, a shop till you drop, purse, another phone, and another purse. So I will try to use these up right away in my Celebration of Women journal. This is probably just a partial package of rickrack with a contrasting thread on it. 50 cents, not so crazy about this, but again, for 50 cents, I wasn't about to leave it behind. Now this was $1, but you see how all these 50 cents and dollars can add up? I still, you know, spent a kind of a pile of money there. Now I did include the $10 thrift challenge, you know, that Carol and I took part in. So that was part of my total. Okay, so these are some sort of little flowers. These are those little cute little paper flowers. This is not very attractive sticker. These are almost like die cuts. And then these are pressed flowers. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, this is another one of those things. Limited quantity. A person, you know, kind of just needs to keep this package intact rather than file this away and just make it my business to use it up in the very next video. 25 cents for this elastic cord. It was obviously a Dollarama purchase originally for $1.25. I need to find a suitable place to keep these sorts of things, because at the last minute, I don't know if that video probably, I don't know if it's aired yet or not, but I did do a video at the last minute about getting a travel journal together for this cruise. It's a sad tale, let me just say that. Now this was $2. It is narrow. Whatchamacallit? Velcro. Now it seems to have, at least I certainly hope that's what it is. I asked the woman if that's what it was, and she said yes. Oh my goodness, it's only half of the Velcro. It's just got the hook side, or is that the loop side? Well, that's kind of dumb. So maybe because this has a sticky back to it, because this was obviously a buying error, maybe this has to get used just as page edging. Maybe I'll stick this in the bin with my black and white stuff. One of the things that I did, because of course I had done a lot of videos to cover my absence and beyond, I got home and didn't have to quickly do a video. You see what's happening here? So I just wanted to craft a bit. So I was actually working on my peony journals. And once I figure out a closure on the second one, I will be doing a flip through video and listing them in my Etsy shop. Bow appliques made out of lace. Don't know what she charged me $1 for this. I thought they were rather cute though. I love puzzle pieces. These have buttons on them and different levels, and I just thought they were cute. Now this is one of those, well, it says roommates wall decals. Removable and repositionable, peel and stick. And this one is Trucks, VW Beetle, tow truck, and so on. So typically what I do with this, now there looks like it's been opened before, so probably some pieces missing. These things obviously can be salvaged and used. Made in the USA. Oh yes, there's something missing there. Is obvious, oh, there are a few things missing. Is glue, stick this down to paper and let them be part of the decoration for a little boy book. Not that little girls can't like trains and so on too, and boats and planes. Oh, that has quite the smell to it. Okay, well, let this relax and start smoothing out. Okay, let's see what this is. Now, I paid $5 for this. Again, it's got baby stuff in it, so let's hope it was worth $5. Although, you know, I haven't said this lately, but I am the queen of rationalization. So I could spend $5 on this and hope it's worthwhile, or I could have an expensive coffee, which I would not enjoy because I'm a wimp when it comes to caffeine. So, oh, look at these. I saw this and I thought that's so darn cute. They're like little miniature diaper pins. And you would have to be a mother of a certain vintage to even know what diaper pins are. Look how cute those are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Anyway, very, very cute. So this will obviously go with the baby book stuff. little teeny clothespins. Baby boy tag pad. Oh, I was able to read this through the plastic as well. So this will also go with the baby stuff. Then this was the sparkle in a baby's eye is brighter than a diamond. So these are cute little sort of raised decorative, elements. So that's cute too. Could this really be from 1967? That's probably not going to be any use to me. This special little boy, little bundled up, my sweet son. Not sure what that says. Pure. Then here are some die cuts. I think those are just numbers, so you've seen numbers before. Yeah, numbers. A baby bassinet and dimensional sticker. Special delivery. It's a boy and so precious. So I think that was, given how much every little bit costs, I think that was probably all right. I got this, it wasn't priced, I can't remember what she charged me for it, but these definitely look vintage. Oh, $1. Well, I think that was a steal of a deal. Yeah, she had to go to the back room to get a price on that. So it's kind of an interesting color, and obviously there are plenty of them. And yeah, I thought I was happy with that. A music dictation book. Not that I know what to do with this, but it's just interesting paper, and it is landscape, so that's always a bonus. Now, I don't know if I said this in a video or not, or if you've heard it or not. I need to open this up because obviously this packaging doesn't represent what was in there. Okay, I got a call from the shipper. Okay, these are clear. 1, 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets. Well, that's not too bad because there are several on each one. So how many sheets are there supposed to be? Doesn't say. Anyway, $1 is a good deal. Okay. And luckily with these Avery labels, they do a template. Now, of course, I haven't looked or tried this for years, but I got a call from my shipper saying, oh, we did a spot check on a couple of your parcels going to the U.S., and you didn't say country of origin. And I said, well, yes, I did. So it was after the last live sale, and I had sold some pages out of a 1920 Denver newspaper. The large, like they call that tabloid size. Anyway, I said, so he mentioned the customers' names, and I said, oh, that was blah, blah, blah. This newspaper. He said, well, yes, but Colorado isn't a country. He says a difficult border agent could cause problems for that. And then there was something else that so anyway, the long and the short of the story is he was going to save my butt by, oh, these are long. This, I think, is what it's supposed to be. So it's sort of what you'd put on a file folder. However, I thought I could cut these in half. Anyway, country of origin. This is still the ongoing make me sick, make me want to puke story about tariffs. So apparently what we can do, but again, you can't just arbitrarily make up facts. If it is true, I can make up labels that say made in Canada or made in the United States or made in wherever and put them on things that I have repackaged for sale, either through, like an Etsy shop or my live sales. So that's another thing to add to my to-do list. Find where I have more of these templates and actually print these up and have them ready to go. Ask me how happy I am. Just go ahead, ask me. Okay, let's keep going. I also picked this up. Now, I have, back in the day, we sold Fimo clay in our store. I think it still exists. And it just seemed like clay has come a long way. I don't know. I can't remember. I maybe paid 50 cents for this or $1. And it just seemed that, with jewelry findings, a person could make some cute little clay things. I don't know what clay they are using here, but I don't imagine it matters. Oh, great. I fit in the age group. Klutz creates activity books and other great stuff for kids aged 3 to 103. Yeah, I'm in that age group. We began our corporate life in 77 in a garage we shared with a Chevrolet Impala. Ha ha. Anyway, look how cute these things are. Will this rise to the top of my to-do list? I don't know. This is a Ladybird fairy tales book. Now, from what I know of Ladybird, they are typically small books. They're usually hardcover, and they're usually beautifully illustrated. So I didn't really know what to expect with a book this size, but look how cute those guys are. Are they not just waiting to be fussy cut? And of course, it does appear that I do have a collection of Mother Goose, fairy tales, Aesop's fables, and so on that I am collecting. So I have now added this one to my collection. And then this, we're almost done with the thrift store items. Baby girl scrapbooking calendar. Oh, this cape fell off my chair. It's a bit of a splash of color and a little decorative thing in the back of my office chair. Okay, baby girl scrapbooking calendar. A 13-month calendar for preserving and sharing a year of special memories through baby's first birthday. Hallmark. Acid-free. Now, I think that this is cute and could be used. Like one side is definitely, just sort of decorative. The other obviously has the universal calendar thing where you fill in the numbers yourself. So this obviously will go with the baby stuff. Oh, this is old, so it's 2000. And I think it's all intact. I didn't really check, to be honest. Oh, I didn't show you buttons. I think I've got an issue with buttons. Because I've bought quite a few lately. Look how colorful these are. Like, would you have walked away? Would you have, just tell me, you would not have left these behind. This is a $4 investment here. Anyway, I think maybe this warrants a button sorting video, so we won't say anything more about that. But let me show you what else I found. 3 of these old calendars. Now, this is about 24 inches, so I know you can't see it all, but a beautiful illustration of birds, a 1958 calendar, lithographed in Canada on plain field offset white, whatever. I guess that's some kind of a... Oh, this is a paper mill, so they're showing off their papers here. But look at how cool this is. Let me do it for a right-handed person. You just peel one of these sheets back. So obviously this is too big to use as is. But we've got calendar pages here that are obviously can be used. This could be used. And then at the back here is also a description of what you're seeing. Oh, see, prints suitable for framing, available at $1 per set of 6. Wow. So, again, this needs some time to flatten out. It's probably been rolled up since 1958. I'll just show you a couple of those. Then there's this one, same sort of scenario, except this is 1957. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Now the calendar is different. The calendar part is different. I don't know. Maybe I have to do an oversized bird journal. I've been collecting bird stuff for 4 years now. Whoops. And then this one is 1956. This one is, I guess, took more of a beating with that elastic around it or whatever. But I just thought these were beautiful. Okay, so that concludes the actual thrift store things. Let me show you those few books and we'll call it a day. Okay, this is not a book, obviously, but I did paid a fair pile of money for this box, vintage box. I don't see a year on here. Oh, 1957. Look at these beautiful flashcards from 1957. I don't know how many there are, but I'm thinking, okay, made in the USA. So these I could definitely repackage to sell. So, you know, these will probably be available sometime soon. But the box itself is very cool. I have to obviously recoup my money and make a wee bit of profit. Okay, then I picked this book up, The World in Your Garden, National Geographic Society. This is a book jacket. This is what the cover looks like, which is in pretty great shape, I would say. Cool end papers. And find about the year. So it looks like this would have been a natural science library collection, because this says this is a volume in that. So 1957. So don't know what else would have been. Prop that up on there. This is a little bit shiny, but these pages, you can almost feel the ink on there for some reason. So the illustration, yeah, I guess there's a bit of gloss there. It seems like the print side is glossier than the side with the illustration, but so it seems to be almost like a collage of illustrations. Looks like they're showing countries of origin too. Watermelon originally came from Africa. Beets. Beets and Swiss chard are the same species. The Romans knew both well. Beets are an offshoot of Swiss chard that didn't produce fruit initially. So there's a lot of color here. Poppy. Something about floral, or some pages on floral arranging. Okay, and I'll show you this one next. Now I forgot to check and see if I already had this one. I know that I sold at least one volume out of this series, and this is a whole series that covers decades at a time. Canada's Illustrated Heritage. So this is 1950, 1960. And so I don't know if I already had this one or not, but, you know, it was there. I thought the price was, not bad. So I got it. So it's a combination of things that are important in Canada's history, people and events and so on, decade by decade. Oh, this is cool. The look of the 50s. LP covers. Anyway, I guess if I do have this one, it will be easier to cut into this. And the last two are, I paid some money for these. Are Caldecott picture books. So this one is called The Farmer's Boy. I could not find a year. There's a seal here. But Now this says 1969. However, you're not going to convince me that this is a 1969 book. So I'm hoping that once I do some detailed research, I will find that this is in the public domain and that I can digitize it. Very cute illustrations. And of course, who doesn't love a farm theme? So it's a combination of these full-page color ones and these sort of almost sepia-colored ones. I don't know, wouldn't you wear your best straw hat and a dress to slop the hogs? Chickens. Sheep. Oh, that could be, or maybe that's a boy. It's hard to tell with some of those guys. I was going to say maybe that's Woolamina playing the flute there. Oh, I guess it's a boy. Even though it did look like he was wearing like a dress. Okay, Hey Diddle Diddle and Baby Bunting. 1975 on this one, but again, same era, I would say. Full-page illustrations. Very few words in the story. Baby Bunting. And the dish ran away with the spoon. Sorry to spoil the ending for you. It's got, you know, condition issues, but I think that just reinforces to me that it is old. Old, old, old. Look how cute those kids are. Even the dolly is dancing. Anyway, guys, I thank you for being here. I hope that you found something to ooh and ah over. And I also promise you that one day soon we will open up these buttons and some others that I bought recently and do some sorting. I know I love to sort, and I know I love to watch people sort. So I'm counting on that from you. Anyway, thanks so much for being here, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.